Welcome everybody. We are going to be talking about some of how Rumble works. And when I first got started with Rumble, it was a little bit tricky to find out exactly what the meanings of things are and even see good videos about how Rumble actually works. I felt like there was a lot of clickbait telling you that you can make hundreds of dollars per day. I'm going to get into the actual definitions of how Rumble works and what causes it to work, and then what the difference is between maybe what you would see on YouTube and just some of the definitions that you might get if you are creating a video for Rumble. So first off, we're going to be starting off with uploading videos, which in with Rumble, it works very similar to YouTube. The content creators just will submit their videos and have them posted to Rumble, but the potentials with Rumble are much more significant because they are easily monetized. Let's go on into licensing. There are three different licensing types that you can get with Rumble. The first one is Rumble Video Player License. This video is monetized on rumble.com, and it is a non-exclusive license, which essentially means that you can still share the video on other platforms. The second type of Rumble license is the exclusive video management license. Rumble takes care of the full distribution of the video across its networks, which includes Rumble, YouTube, and other third-party platforms such as AOL, MSN, and so on. There are many different third-party platforms which Rumble will use to promote your video for you. Now, this is the one that I would recommend because they do all of the work. The positives of this is you don't have to worry about gaining a following or doing anything in order to promote that video yourself. Rumble will do all of the work for you, and all you have to do is submit the video. So if you're not into advertising, or you don't have a big follower base, that would definitely be the one I would recommend until you get your feet going. The third one would be video management excluding YouTube license. This license is essentially the same as the exclusive video management license, except the video doesn't get distributed on YouTube. So for instance, say you have your own YouTube channel and you wish to stay in charge of that video on YouTube, you don't have to relinquish your rights to the videos on YouTube, and you can still earn your maximum potential with your following that you currently have. Now, that would be more for people who have already a good base of followers that don't need the extra help. Now, the negatives to the exclusive video management license are the fact that the video is not technically going to be associated with you, so it will be associated with Rumble. And it will be a little bit harder for people to actually join your following and be looking at who you are as a content creator. So that's the only negative that you will get from the second option, but it is definitely one of the best options out there. Another question I always came across when I was first starting is, how does the monetization work really? And the monetization is highly recommended for this reason, that you don't have to have a big following in order to receive a little bit of compensation for what you do. In YouTube, you're required to have at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time before you even start making money. And that will take months. And for some people, if they don't have the time that they can invest to do it well, can take years to accomplish. And if you don't have that time to put in to just drop everything and get that following built up, then this is a better route for you. This is a big barrier for those who have no followers as of yet, which hopefully in all of our lives as content creators, that will be changing soon. The third point would be, what does the monetize pending mean? One of the first questions that I was asking as soon as I uploaded my first video is, I would notice that there was a label over my video that said ready to share and monetization pending. And I was always confused by what that meant. And essentially, it just means that the ad companies have not chosen to post ads to your videos yet, which is not a problem, and most people will have full monetization within 14 days of the video being posted. It is not a guarantee though, and it is entirely up to the ad companies themselves on whether you become monetized. The fourth thing you must understand before uploading your videos is what is the difference between a view and a play. This is something that I was very confused about. When you first see views on Rumble, you can become very excited to think everyone is watching your videos right off the bat. This, however, is not the case, and the definition of view is a little bit different than you might think. A view is counted when your video appears on a page of a user that is browsing it. But unless the user clicks on your video to play it, the monetization and ad does not play either. The user has not actually engaged with the video, nor has even watched the ad associated with it. Thus, you are not paid. So it is very important that you realize that just because you are getting a lot of views does not mean you will necessarily be getting a lot of revenue. It can be a good sign, but it does not mean that. A play is what we want to see, and this is what means that the user is actually watching the video. This translates into revenue if the video is monetized. The fifth and final thing that you need to understand before uploading your videos on Rumble is what is your Ecpm and the meaning of it. This metric is a method of measuring an ad's monetization performance based on the revenue earned by 1,000 impressions or 1,000 people viewing an ad. It is an acronym for effective cost per mille. It is used on many platforms that monetize through the displaying of ads. The higher the Ecpm is, the more money publishers have the potential of earning on their ads. The Ecpm is very simple to calculate. Essentially, just look at it this way. If you have 1,000 views, your Ecpm is what you will be earning in total at the current rate at which the ads are showing up. There is essentially no way to increase this number on your own. It is something that happens somewhat by chance. Thanks for watching, and I hope that you have learned something interesting and useful in helping you create better and more meaningful videos on Rumble, and even have a better understanding of how the platform works and the definitions that they give you. Thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one.